Put me in the game.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, had to treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the...
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 50, a Week 9 matchup set to go here. Jaguars and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now ETN to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. He's got Lewis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Back to throw again. Finding ETN here. Catching it on the out route. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Second and 11. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 43.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
A.J. Dillon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On first down, right back to Etienne.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
So now, flat, 95. Trouble, 38.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another tote for ETN. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
They'll get this off to ETN. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
And they'll run here with ETN.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jones has it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
It's Dillon again.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Etienne once more. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne. We'll get this up to about the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. And the Panthers have scored to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Back to throw now on 1st down. That ball caught by Slayton. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rolling to his left. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right, 97. Ready.
And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and long. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Nice move by Lewis. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this offense on third down today, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8.
They'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Dillon, they try the left side with him, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll have...
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up the scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits.